It's Tuesday the 19th of September 2017 and I'm at Wye in Kent to do a walk along the Folkestone branch of North Downs Way. Now crossing the River Stour in Wye, and there's a view of the Tickled Trout pub in Wye. We're heading along this main road at the moment. We now turn left along Church Street. And there's the parish church of St Gregory and St Martin, Wye. And North Downs Way goes through the churchyard along this path. And to the right of that path is a war memorial. Another view of the church, which we're passing on the left hand side. Confirmation, we're on North Downs Way, and that goes along that road opposite. The road ends and North Downs Way enters this path, which has Scots pines on the right. A view over to the left there. North Downs Way now crosses this road and continues along the path opposite. Now entering the wood known as the Junipers, and the path climbs quite steeply. We now turn right on this lane up there. There's a view over to the left ahead. About 250 yards along the lane, North Downs Way turns right up this narrow stepped path. Now on the crest of Wye Downs with glorious views over to the right, over there towards Ashford. And there is North Downs Way ahead. Shortly along the crest we pass this way marker. And there's that view again. It is a bit hazy. And North Downs Way continues up there. Yes, we're on North Downs Way, which strides along this magnificent ridge. The ridge bends slightly left, and here are those views again. That's looking back. North Downs Way comes to this road, crosses directly over and enters the Wye National Nature Reserve. Now on the beautiful path through the nature reserve. Now going round the spectacular Devil's Kneading Trough. Great views there. Another view of the Devil's Kneading Trough. And now this is the grassy North Downs Way continuing. View of Ashford in the distance there from the path. North Downs Way now continues beside this fence on the right. And that's looking back the way I've just come. We now head along this enclosed path. North Downs Way goes along the edge of this field. You can hear the noise of kennels in the background. North Downs Way now follows the right hand edge of this large field. The problem I've now got is I'm walking straight into the sun. And there's North Downs Way heading across the next field to a road. At the road we turn right along it for just under a quarter of a mile. Next, North Downs Way turns left along this small road. The road swings away to the left, but North Downs Way continues along this track and it looks wet in places. View opens up over to the left and this wet lane continues. Oh, it looks a bit drier now. Just past where I took the last clip, there's this spectacular view over to the right. The track that is North Downs Way strides majestically on. You come to this road and turn right along it. Further along the road, this staggering view opens up, and as you can see, the road is going to descend off the escarpment. Looking over towards Ashford again. Down the slope, North Downs Way turns left along this track through this gate. Guess what footpath we're on? North Downs Way, which continues now through a gate and along this hedge track. I think there's a wood on the left. Longwood. Quite a beautiful, peaceful section of path at Longwood. The path has climbed to get some good views, and there you can see the sea over there, and there's the path ahead. The path comes to this road which we cross and continue along this track. The hedge track descends. We're heading towards the village of Stowting now. We come to this road, turn left towards Stowting village. We're now entering Stowting. Now at the Tiger Inn, Stowton. And there is the inn. North Downs Way signs in Stowting, and the road bears to the left, and that's the way ahead. The road bears to the right with this pleasant view ahead. Eventually North Downs Way leaves the road up this steep path on the left. Another road we come to. There's quite a bit of road walking on this walk, but we go up this path opposite. I think there's a steep ascent coming. Now ascending Cobb's Hill, and there's a great view over to the left. Looking back the way I've come up Cobb's Hill, there's a great view. And North Downs Way now goes over that stile. North Downs Way now bears right along the left-hand edge of this field ahead. The field edge bears to the right, and the path is now parallel to the B2068 main road. But fortunately we're in the field, not having to walk along the road itself. We cross this road and continue along the field edge ahead. Decent view over to the right from this field by the main road. And there's North Downs Way ahead. North Downs Way crosses the main road and then continues along this grassy path. Now heading along the left hand edge of this huge field. We turn left, still along the edge of the field, and over to the right, views of the sea. Although I'm pointing into the sun here. That's North Downs Way ahead. North Downs Way will start descending shortly, and what you can see ahead there is the radio mast on Tolsford Hill. North Downs Way continues into this coombe along that grassy path ahead. Here North Downs Way takes the left fork to go to the bottom of the coombe. Still continuing the descent into the bottom of the coombe. North Downs Way now turns left up this gully. At the end of the gully we turn right along the path by this fence. We now turn left towards the radio mast, and there are tremendous views. Unfortunately again pointing into the sun, as I've climbed quite high again. Now on the edge of another coombe, and there's North Downs Way continuing ahead. Looking back and to the right, truly fantastic views. And there's the path ahead beside the fence. At a kissing gate, North Downs Way turns left along the edge of this field. We go across the next field, not on an edge. It's great views still. Another kissing gate, and then we go along the edge of this field. In the corner of the field, North Downs Way turns left to continue along the edge. We're running parallel to a small road now. North Downs Way crosses a road and then climbs along the edge of this field. Now on Tolsford Hill, there's the radio mast ahead and tremendous views. Through a kissing gate we join the route of the Elm Valley Way, as well as North Downs Way, and that's the path ahead. We're now joining our old friend Saxon Shore Way. As well as North Downs Way, we now go over that stile. Now heading along this path beside these hawthorn trees. At the next stile, 3 long distance footpaths for the price of 1. Over to the right is a great view out to sea. And there's North Downs Way continue. We now turn left through this kissing gate for the final path down to Etchinghill and the end of the walk. Descending to Etchinghill along the edge of a wood along North Downs Way. The wood's end, and we go along the left hand edge of this field. Now at this road where I'm leaving North Downs Way, which turns right here, I'm going to turn left to go into Etchinghill for a bus. Now entering Etchinghill. Now at the bus stop in Etchinghill and the end of today's walk along North Downs Way.